Hey, it's Robin at Fresh Faced Ginger, and I am barefaced and wearing an old grungy t-shirt because I wanted to talk to you about what specialty skincare I use on a weekly basis. Now, you may remember I did another video where I only use 3 products, and that is my daily skincare routine. It's just cleanser, toner, moisturizer, the very basics that can be used twice a day. You can use it in the morning and the evening. But what I'm going to talk about today is what I do for an at-home facial, and I do this on a weekly basis, so just once a week, but I add some extra products in addition to the 3 that I use daily, and I wanted to talk about them and why they are so important to maintaining the health of my skin. Something that needs to be noted is over the last few years, I've really been trying to change up the type of products that I use, more importantly, the ingredients that I'm using on my skin. I'm trying to go for stuff that would be considered more clean, more natural, more organic. And I do understand that these are big buzzwords being used widely across the cosmetic industry, and it may or may not be true just because they have it on their label. But the one surefire way to know what is and what isn't clean is the ingredients. You have to look closer at the ingredients, understand what you're looking at, what purpose they serve in the product, and what they actually are. And some of the products I'm going to use today may not be as clean as my daily skincare, but I'm always looking for alternatives. So if there's something that you know of that you have used and you really love that you could recommend for me, please let me know. I always want to try new products and see what they're about and what would work best for my skin. Now on to the facial. I typically do this in the evenings before bed. Pick one night a week that you want to do your at-home facial. You don't need to do it any more than that. And as I always do, I'm going to start with my oil cleanser. My oil cleanser is thick. It's more of a balm, and I just kind of warm it up in my hands a little bit, distribute it all over my face, and then once I have my face and neck covered with the product, that's where I really want to work it in. With an oil cleanser, you want to do this for about 3 minutes. Really work it into the skin. That's how you remove dirt, dead skin cells, excess sebum, any other debris or bacteria that may be in your pores. Just keep moving it around until you get all the junk out. And then rinse it off with a clean microfiber towel. Microfiber is very gentle to the skin, but it will thoroughly remove all of that product. And then the next step is exfoliation. I'm using an exfoliating peel gel from Beauty Creations. This will be categorized as a Gommage Exfoliation. It is one of the most gentle forms of exfoliation on the skin. And it works by quite literally peeling off all the dead skin cells on the surface. So again, this can take a few minutes because you kind of want to move it around on the skin, and that's how the magic happens. You'll notice you'll get it'll look like there's little white dots on your skin in just a minute, and that is all the dead skin coming off. And just to give you a close-up, that's what it looks like. That's all my dead skin peeling off right there. Even though this method of exfoliation looks pretty gross, it is very effective, and like I said, it's also very gentle. It's not as abrasive as some other forms of exfoliation. And again, just wiping this off, and I'm using a clean washcloth. Once again, you want to use a clean one for every step. The point of that being to just make sure you're not putting any dirt, debris, bacteria, or dead skin back onto your face. So just make sure you wipe it off really thoroughly. You may need to do a few passes, but just make sure you really work to get all of that dead skin off of your face. This next step is optional. It is facial massage, and you don't have to do this, but facial massage techniques can be very beneficial to your skin. You can use your fingertips, or you can use different tools like gua sha or a facial roller. I am familiar with doing facial massage as an esthetician. I did it on my clients all the time, and so I'm used to doing it on myself as well. I just use my fingertips and some coconut oil. If you're not sure how to do facial massage, I would encourage you to look up different facial techniques, and there's different maps for the face for massage, whether you're using your fingers or gua sha or another tool. But look it up and just try some of these. And you can use different facial oils. I'm just using an organic coconut oil because I prefer that, but there's a lot you can do with facial massage. I usually try to spend a good 5 minutes doing facial massage. There's a lot that facial massage is good for. Circulation, lymphatic drainage. It can help to firm and tone the skin. It can help push products into the skin. That can help keep your skin hydrated. There's just a lot of things that it's good for. And then whatever massage oil my skin did not absorb, I'll go ahead and rinse it off. Again, using a clean washcloth every step. Use a new clean washcloth. Don't use the same washcloth over and over again. And then after massage, I like to follow up with a facial mask. This is the cooling gel mask from Freeman. Again, I've been kind of looking into some different mask alternatives, but I try to stick with something that is hydrating to my skin, but also will be soothing to the skin and kind of help it calm down after doing exfoliation and massage. You'll notice my face is a little more red now after doing those two things. So I'm really trying to get my skin to calm down, and I'll leave this sitting on there for about 10 minutes. And then another clean washcloth to rinse this product off, and this time I'm using cool water. And the cool water is just to help keep the skin from getting inflamed again. Now I'm going to use my refining facial mist. It would just be what you would consider a toner. This will help keep my skin hydrated and smooth. I'm going to go around the eyes with a vitamin C serum specifically for the eye area. I'm just kind of going around the bone that's around my eye and very gently massaging it in with my ring finger. Now I'm going to use a serum with turmeric and vitamin C, and both of these products are moisturizing, but because of the vitamin C and turmeric in them, they kind of brighten up the complexion and give a little life to your face. So I love to use these products on a facial day just to give my complexion that overall glow. And now I want to put on my night cream to help moisturize the skin and keep everything else kind of locked in. And I just kind of warm it up on my fingertips and then press it into the skin on my face and my neck. And then I finish off with a tallow lip balm just to keep some extra hydration on the dry lips. And I have to hide these because my 14-year-old daughter loves to steal them. Even though I bought her own, she still takes mine. So that is it. And as I said, I'm always looking for cleaner alternatives to use on my skin as I go. So if you find something that you think I should try, let me know. And here is my skin close up. It is super dewy right now, but when I wake up in the morning, it'll be soft and hydrated and just feel amazing.